wants us to read the whole thing about moderation.
Moderation.
There we go.
Is a necessary part of you too.
But why would it give us this whole thing as we literally click go live?
Because it
It's
wants you to
like,
make sure that you know
how
absolutely
to
in
moderate.
excess how to do the things that it expects of you.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm here
I
to do the
get
things.
that. I get that. I
Is
still
your mic
have.
on?
Oh snap! You're right. Need that on. All right, green light. Okay, we are officially making sound on Facebook and YouTube. This is super exciting. I'm so stoked. This is so rad. I'm Lyra Moon, and next to me, this disembodied, beautiful voice, is my wonderful partner, Lynx Vega, who is reading the comments to me because I'm visually impaired and I cannot read the comments. That's just how life goes. So I am here tonight with you guys celebrating the new lunar cycle, which feels so nice, right? It feels nice to get the opportunity to refresh on pretty much everything and get a good head start on what it is that we're manifesting for this new year. Starting over, releasing things that are just clearly not working out, and getting back in touch with who we are. That's the big one for this year. And we have the beautiful dragon to represent this new Chinese New Year, which is all about empowerment, personal drive, creation, making things happen in a really spectacular way. It's being the leader, right? It's seeing that authentic energy is really what we're all craving, the sense of realness instead of all this bullshit that just isn't real. So we're sensing, we're craving, we're wanting more genuine connections. And this year is going to be chock full of that. And we also are talking about our good luck, our good fortune, what comes to mind when it comes to the good that is coming in, because the dragon represents good fortune. So, and good luck and the things that we want to manifest and we're hoping to manifest. So if you are interested in seeing what your luck holds for this year, I'd be happy to pull any sort of reading for that for you to take a look. Just leave your question and your zodiac sign or some other definitive defining marker that helps me to specifically tailor who you are, what your needs are, or if you just have a general question, go ahead and shoot. This is all free readings. Anything goes, anything can happen. We're just kind of going with the flow tonight.
We have one person on Facebook.
Hey, person on Facebook.
I don't know how to pronounce this name. It's pretty cool. Cathare. I don't know how to pronounce that. Cather.
Wow.
It's a really cool name. Last name is capital S and then another S-I-E.
Wow, you have a super intriguing name. I am going to call you Kat. I hope you don't mind because I don't want to butcher your name whatsoever. Hi, hope you're doing well tonight.
Yeah.
And what's our question?
She was just she would like a free reading. So why don't we pull her luck?
Okay, well, if you don't have a specific question, we're just going to go ahead and see as far as luck goes, what is going on for you. And I totally just moved this camera. I've got two cameras on me right now, and this one is not wanting to behave as well. There we go. There we go. Okay, looking into your luck. Luck for Kat. Luck for Kat over this upcoming year. Let's see. Your root chakra has been pretty disturbed. I'd say your foundational self has been in a constant battle over this last year, Kat. That's what I'm picking up. This sense of survival, this sense of fight or flight, this very primal, instinctual energy that has been really kind of disrupted, moved about in such an extreme way. I think you've had a lot of upheavals and a lot of change that has caused this kind of, fight or flight instinct with you. Overall, the wonderful thing about that is because you've been through all of those things, it changes who you are, your whole perspective. It changes your ability to handle things in a really positive way. Overall, this is energy showing that you can do it. You can make things happen. And in the most cheesiest way possible. I mean, it's true. It's true because you have been through it. You had to learn how to become stable. You had to learn how to accept and change the things about you that were keeping you back or holding you down. And now that you've figured these things out, you are moving in such a strong and positive direction towards, the fullness of who you are. I feel like a lot of the parts of you that have been layered on you from generational stuff, from our ancestors, all of that you've been seriously working on, and kudos, because you've been doing a hell of a job working on it, getting through it, accepting it, seeing it as it is, and letting it go so that you can transform this energy into something serious and positive. So this year is going to be a wonderful year for you as far as luck is concerned. I think that this better than anyone, that the more energy you put towards being awesome and badass, the more energy ultimately transforms into this awesome badass energy, right? And it's beautiful. You really get to rise up and there's no stopping you. I think, the one thing that is going to stop you, the one thing that's going to continuously provoke you is going to be your brain. Anytime you have a negative thought or a fear or concern, that's going to be the thing that stops you. That's going to be the thing that blocks you. It's going to be the thing that is the immediate sense in your way, keeping you from rising above and becoming and doing. So just be aware of that. Be aware of your brain. Instead of allowing it to control you, you control it. You decide where it takes you. And that's going to be the defining answer, the defining outcome to whether or not you get the thing that you want. Okay? But power through. Power through, you've got this. This is going to be a very lucky year for you as long as you continue to take the opportunities that are available to you, that are offered to you. You've got everything going for you, really. It's just a matter of going, yup, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it happen. I'm not going to let the fear in. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed that, please make sure to like and subscribe. Very helpful for me. Support the page any way you can. I do appreciate it. And because my whole goal, ultimately, I want to do free readings and nothing but free readings. I just want to continuously give back to the people that are here. I think that we're all here for a reason. We're all here for a specific journey. We're all here for a specific purpose, and we all need to commune with one another. I think it is such a stigma that we don't communicate. We've been told not to. We've been told to be afraid of one another. So I want to do as much on my part to just give back and communicate with you guys when you guys are going through crap. So, keep showing up, keep being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time, okay? Big hugs, hun. All right, who we got next?
So, I've got a question for you.
A question for I? Oh, man.
I do.
Oh, my God.
I have a question for you. So.
Let's do it. Question, go. Let's do it.
Well, first I need to read the comments. So, Lupe Davila says, "Missed you so much. It's
hey,
really good
Lupe.
to see you, Lupe.
It's wonderful to see you. Oh my gosh, so wonderful that you're here. That's so rad. I'm so glad that we're reconnecting with past fans. Great. Lovely. Absolutely. Lovely.
And we're gonna be. She has a question next, and I've written it down, and that's gonna be what's going on next.
Okay.
But.
Dum dum dum.
In between, I have a question for you. From Danny.
Ooh, all right, Danny.
Danny says.
Danny, what do you have for me? Love, I can
How
answer.
many? This is a real question.
Oh, I'm listening with my whole earballs.
It is not a tarot related question. It's a real question. You
gotta think about. All right, I'm thinking about it with my brain hole. You ready? I'm listening. All right, and go.
Okay. How many of each animal did Moses have on his ark?
You're awesome. first off. How many animals did Moses have on the ark? How many per, per? What was that? I'm sorry.
It was how many of each animal
How many of each animal
on his ark?
The number 4 comes to mind. I'm sure it probably says all over the place that it's 2 of each thing, but I get the number 4 for some reason. That's what's coming up. I mean, that is an interesting question. Do you have insight on it? I'd love to know, you know, but I'm getting the number 4. The 4
Hang on, wait, let me just cut you off.
Okay, cut me off.
Cuz it's Moses didn't have an ark. Noah did.
No one did.
Noah did.
Noah.
Oh,
Moses, you asked. You totally fucked me up.
and Danny says good day from Australia.
Nicely done. Donnie, you totally fucked me up because I was not paying attention whatsoever. But
me neither, because
why did the fucking number 4 come in? It's like foundation. Think about the goddamn foundation. And I'm like, 4? I don't know. Like, no, I did.
I wrote back. I thought I was. I wrote it back in the comments.
Got me good.
I responded to the comments when you're.
Partner up.
I wrote something like, last I checked it was 2. And then you wrote back,
Well, you got me, Donnie.
Noted.
I hope you continue to get me because that was hilarious. I loved it. Good day from Australia. That's hilarious. Do you guys have a special way of saying I love you at all? I'm trying to teach my son a bunch of fun ways of saying I love you in multiple different languages. And so far I have, you know, sign language, I love you. I have te amo from Spanish. I have, next I'm going to teach him Chinese, which is wuaime. I'm not going to totally butcher it, but wuaime. And then French was
I don't know.
je t'aime, I think. So do you guys have I mean, I know you don't have a different language other than English, but is there like fun different ways that you guys say it, or, you know, anything like that? I'm trying to teach him. He's a Gemini, so he loves that kind of stuff. All right.
That'd be really cool.
Well,
So,
you got me.
We got got.
I got gotten. I've been had. Mm-hmm.
So
well done. Noah, huh?
I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I've even heard that one being like cycled around on the internet before,
and you still
fell for it.
Wow.
I like that isn't even like a new joke to me, and I can't believe that I fell for it.
Well, I can. You're a little bit of you're a little out there, a little doofy. You know, it's to be expected. You're pretty. I love you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so pretty.
I fell for it too, though. So I'm like super pretty because I said 4. Just, you know.
Yeah, I know.
All right, what have we got?
That's pretty pretty too.
It is very pretty. It's like so pretty. It's questionable.
I just want to catch up on this real quick. Kai Swan says she loves the glasses.
Thank you. I like them too. I appreciate that. They're so freaking weird. I like them. Big red and pretty. Kind of cat-eyed and weird. Let's do it. Let's rock.
So Lupe has a serious question.
Lupe, crap. We got a serious question. And you have got a lot of heaviness on your plate. I can already feel it.
So she said, so she asked part of the question earlier, and then she gave a little more detail a little bit later. So let me scroll back down to it. My husband and I are getting a place soon for us, and then she wrote,
oh shoot.
We live with his parents. Are we getting a place for us soon? So that's why there's an intensity about like finding out whether or not they're gonna be getting a place soon.
I dropped a bunch of the cards.
I see that. There we go. This table is slippery.
It is.
It might be better with like a tablecloth.
I think we might need to put one on next time because it is a slippery friend. Okay. Sorry. What was the question?
So she wants to know. So she and her husband are living with their parents.
Okay.
And they want to know. She wants to know whether or not they're going to be able to, like, if her husband's going to be able to get a place for them.
Okay. Oh, I feel you there. I know how it goes with living with family when
Soon.
you're...
If they're gonna be able to get a place for them soon.
Okay.
Soon.
All right. Lupe, I love that you're back. I am glad that you are with us tonight. I hope you're doing well. Happy new lunar moon cycle and Chinese New Year to you. Let's see what's going on. If you guys are headed out soon, let's see. All right, baby cakes. Here we go. So, when it comes down to movement, we currently do not yet have all of the things figured out, but fret not because this is not a forever position. This is in the current moment. Things are going to change this year. I see, interesting. I see some sort of truth coming out, some sort of honesty about the situation. I think things are going to change. I'm not feeling like this is within your relationship. I feel like this is within the exterior relationships of your life. There's truth coming out. There has been some... it is some deception, but it's not necessarily... It wasn't deception made with bad intentions. I know this is not exactly the question that you're asking, but this is what I'm picking up. I feel like there's something that is obvious in front of you, but you aren't seeing it overall. There's major work ahead. This is going to be a very extraordinary year, okay? This is going to be a year of a lot of releasing energies, letting go of things. I do think it is possible for movement to happen, specifically for you guys moving this year, but I think that there's going to be some time before that happens. Specifically that there's red tape, there's ropes, there's obstacles in your way that are going to that are just going to present themselves, okay? I mean, there is no other way around it, but I do see it as a possibility. I would say I'm feeling a fall being when you're likely... What's going on with your solar plexus? I can feel that you're energetically... you're having difficulty with your self-esteem and your self-confidence. There's some blockages there. You're not allowing your true light to shine. There's some fear about it. Why are we fearing letting our true light shine here?
She said,
Sacral
she
chakra.
said, because of my disability.
Your disability is a gift, honey. I'm disabled with you, okay? I mean, and I gained some more disabilities this past year. Like, I've got sciatica on both sides and plantar fasciitis, so my feet are always effed up. But these are gifts. These are not limitations, only if we view them as limitations, only if we allow our brain to drive us into chaos of everything that we can't do. It's not about what we can't do, it's about what we can do. It's about focusing on the more, the aspect of life that has more, that gives more to us, not everything that we can't do. Being visually impaired, I mean, you know, at the age of 12, like, you're gonna be limited, but if you live within that limitation, all you get is the negative back. So it's about rising above, knowing that that disability is just a window, just an opportunity for more. You have to ignite the fire within, okay? You are ready, and that's what's going to happen to you this year, is that there's going to be a huge burst within your solar plexus, which is your tummy, which is your confidence, your self-image, your belief in who you are, and your sacral chakra, which is going to ignite the desires and the passions and the things that you want to accomplish. You have to take charge of these areas of your life because they are not in balance right now, honey. I Your body wants you to do more. Whatever that means for you, however you can make that happen, that's what you need. I mean, that's what I need too. I'm right there with you. So I think we all pretty much, everybody here is going to get a severe kick in the ass for what they need to do and what they've been doing too much of, and, you know, what they need to let go of. That's where you're at. You need to make something change. You need to make something grow. I've been picking up this new skill lately. I'm able to pick up the energies of the auric field of someone's body. So where your chakras are not aligned, I can pick up on the frequency. And I am telling you right now that your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, which is your tummy and your sex organs, are not in alignment with your higher self right now. You need to, learn more about what that means, study your chakras, understand where the limitations are so that you can start rising above them. Because I think that all of the exterior shit that's happening, all the bad problems that are happening in your life are because these chakra systems are not in line with your root chakra, not in line with your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your crown chakra, I'm sorry, your third eye chakra and your crown chakra. So until you get those things in alignment, until you turn around the belief system in your mind that is telling you, no, 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 you're not good enough, until you stop believing in that because you're thinking too much, you're allowing your brain to think too much. That is your chronic addiction right now, is you're thinking too much. You're allowing the depression to fill you. So until you let that shit go, baby, you're gonna keep falling into all of these other exterior things that you can just easily let go of and see from a different perspective when you start working on these specific chakras.
She said I was in a bad car accident. I
Mm-hmm.
used to do things for myself, and now I'm limited to love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, but that limitation, you have to see it, even though, I don't pretend to know the extent of your limitations, but still, when we get limited in that way, it is for a reason. On whatever that reason may be, you have to find it. You have to find the silver lining, and you have to, even if it's tiny, even if it's little things, do for yourself. Find ways to do for yourself, or go into meditation. Start going inward. Maybe this disability was because you were you were given the ultimate gift of going inward, of not being able to look anywhere else exterior of yourself, externally of yourself, because there is no other place to look. There is only now within. So I think that there is more here that you need to dive into. You don't want to because it's scary and painful and means facing yourself, and that's a hard thing to do, but ultimately that's where you need to go. All of these external things will not measure up once you go within. That's what I feel ultimately, okay? I'm so glad that you're back. Keep coming back. I'm going to keep doing these lives. We're going to keep coming back. We're going to keep being here, posting daily. Going to go from Facebook to YouTube to TikTok. We're going to do TikTok later this evening. I think just keep coming back because there's a lot more here, right? And I just want to keep doing free readings as much as I can. And ultimately, I see that you're capable of overcoming a lot more than you give yourself credit for. And this is the year of letting go of the victim mentality and rising above and becoming your own victor, whatever the hell that means for you. But that's what this year is about. And you have the light within you. If it means that you become a healer, that's what it means. But start taking an active role in any way you can of your own life, of your own thoughts, of everything that comes in between. You've got this. You have to know that you've got this. And think about this too. The universe would not give you what you couldn't handle. You signed on. In my personal belief, I believe that we sign on when we sign on to coming into these meat suits. We decide with our loved ones, our masters, our teachers, that we are going to specifically go through the trials and triumphs and obstacles and heartaches and pain that we experience as human beings in order to elevate our souls, in order to elevate our spirit into something more magnificent than it is right now. And that happens through accepting that when you come into this form, you're going to go through some seriously crazy shit. But you would not be going through that crazy, crazy shit if you didn't already sign up for it. If your spirit guides didn't already know you were capable of it. If you weren't capable of it, the off switch would be available much more than it is. And it's never available because you are capable of all of the overcoming, of all of the obstacles, of all of the growing. You wouldn't be handed this shit if you were not capable of it. So it's about changing the perspective. Okay, and you are capable of doing that 100%. You can't believe any more of this negative shit that you are not capable. It's bullshit. It's all the brain. You are a spirit. The brain is a separate entity. It is part of being human. So you have to align with what it means to be human, which means to understand the segment from your brain and your conscious mind. Your brain's always going to play tricks on you because that's part of being human. So you have to decide where you want to fall in line with it and how much of it you want to believe, because you're capable of way more. You got to give yourself the power back. All right. I love you. I hope you are doing well. I'm glad to see you back. Let's see who else is next. Who else is in the room? We got going on.
So
Yeah.
there's been a lot of things happening.
A lot of things happening. I've been talking a lot. I chat. I'm blah, blah, blah.
I just wanted to. So I wanted to just catch you up on the last things that Lupe was saying. It was just like saying, I love you too. Thank you both. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome, my dear.
She's just really appreciative, and we're really appreciative of you being here.
Yeah,
Like,
glad you're back. Glad
really,
to see you.
like,
It's really rad.
It,
The reach is starting to make a difference.
Honestly, it's just like as people who are coming back on into a place where we're exposed and just trying to be ourselves. It really is great. Like it's fantastic, and we really value like seeing people who we've seen
We've
before,
worked with before. It's the everythingness.
Yeah. So we love extending our reach to everyone, and it's really comforting to see
because we're trying to
who,
come back in such a big way and a big like here way, because these last 2.5 years have been fraught with pain and obstacles, so much so that we couldn't do this. So now we're in a place where like, all right, let's do this. Let's make this happen. Let's see what else we can create. So I'm thrilled. Lynx is thrilled. We're just really we're glad to be back here. This feels like home.
Totally.
So we're glad that you're a part of that.
Totally. We're gonna do a reading for Amelia in a moment.
Hey, Amelia.
General, but I wanted to let you know what's going on with Kai Swan.
Let me know.
Says,
hey, Kai.
She's been, or he. I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Kai,
Kai.
what do we? How do we address you appropriately?
Kai said. Kai sent us some stars and
thank you.
Said, grand energy exchange. And we really appreciate that. Like,
absolutely.
Seriously.
Thank you. Right back to you, my dear. Sending that frequency right back. Feels good, huh?
Hey from NZ.
I love it when you guys tell me where you're from. Kai, you're from New Zealand. That's so cool. I love that accent. It's so nifty.
It is.
Yeah. And you guys are so chill most of the time. Except when you get in a tizzy and it's so fun to watch. No offense, but like you guys are just so interesting when you get into an argument.
Wait, how many New Zealands have you watched?
Oh my god, so many. Okay, so all right, let me tell you a story. Story time. So I used to game all the time on Xbox Live.
Says I am a she. All right, cool.
Yeah.
She says so true. LOL. Okay.
Okay, so for real, like when you get a New Zealander in a tizzy, they are such fun to watch, which is horrible to say, but also like so true because like there's such energy, but it comes out so beautifully that it's hard to get mad at and stay mad at. You're just like, aw, because they're just so adorable, because Americans are just like super aggressive.
That's a superpower then.
Oh, totally.
Because like
yeah.
if I could like have a little emotional fit and everyone just thinks that I'm cute, that would be amazing. That's
right?
Literally a superpower.
Oh, totally is. Yeah, and okay, so I had a really great New Zealand friend on Xbox Live that we used to play Left 4 Dead and stuff like that together. And, so I would always hear when he would get really upset about like dying or being in a really effed up situations that we couldn't help him out with. So that's kind of where I'm getting that from, is like specifically seeing it in like IRL. It's really adorable, but it's hard to get mad at and be on that level because it's just so cute. So that's story time by Lyra Moon. All right, what do we got going on? There's something happened on YouTube. There's a like
That's
thing.
me writing.
Ah, not you writing.
That's
Alrighty.
me
All right, we are also live on YouTube, guys. If you have not yet, help us out. That channel has not yet really become anything. We are Tarot with Lyra Moon on YouTube as well as on TikTok. You know, we are going to be doing multiple lives on multiple streams depending on where we're at. So make sure that you're subscribed to all of our different channels, which you can find on the Facebook page. You can easily click and then follow, blah, blah. There you go. So you never miss a live.
So, like Kai has said multiple times as you were doing other readings, she was saying, you know, blessings and lesson, and she said, you'll never be given more than you can handle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
She loves that, and that is absolutely correct. So let's answer her question.
All right,
been
Kai.
waiting patiently.
Thanks for
a
waiting.
while. So could you please pull a card for me about a divine masculine that may be coming in for me soon? And then she wrote, like, soon, and then like a big toothy grin emoji.
All right, Kai, let's see what we got going on for you, honey boo. It's been mostly the green deck tonight that's been calling. I've got a lot of decks sitting in front of me, but this deck is like, so we gotta talk, we gotta say some things. All right, Kai, divine masculine coming into the picture. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a couple of things. Also going to pull a pin pop, which are it's a baggie of different pins that I can pull specific energy off of. It's the one with the guitar, right?
No way.
Yeah.
How do you keep pulling this one?
I don't know. It's the one that calls.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Kai, let's talk about it. So, divine masculine energy coming in. I do see that, okay? I do see that. But here's the thing. So we just had, so you guys are already the 10th. So you guys had a couple, like, you know, the night before or the night before last, you guys had your new moon in Capricorn. Your divine masculine energy is coming in. I do feel that is happening. There is an alignment in formation. It is something that is connected. But currently, your masculine energy is going through release, is letting go of deep wounding, is letting go of deep hardship, is currently at rock bottom, okay? So you don't want this energy to come in yet. He's not ready. But when he comes in, man, it's gonna be awesome. So right now where he's at, he's been living this sort of like rock style, or what is it? Rock star lifestyle. There it is. There's been too much energy pointed in not dealing. I feel like you're definitely looking at a cardinal energy, Libra. Feels like a masculine Libra energy, and this particular energy has been running from balance yet, which is the same thing that he also craves, which is balance. So there's a sense of now hitting the wall, now rising above. I feel like there's been you know, a lot of change. This is not something that's current, okay? This is something that he is in progress with. So I would say he's probably coming up on like a year or two of sobriety of some sort.
So 11th wrote, hang on a second. 11th now happy I'm not sure what she's trying to say there. 11th now happy Giachen, Giachen. And then she wrote, oh, my twin returns.
All right.
Maybe that was it was getting...
Help us clarify that a little bit, because we're not entirely sure what that means, but I definitely see someone coming out of a really kind of trying and tumultuous situation where they've been really plagued and now they're rising above.
Jia Chen is the wood dragon. I haven't seen it written.
Oh,
We're totally aware
okay.
of the wood dragon, but I haven't actually seen...
I mean, this is good
okay.
fortune. You know, I think the way that you two connect will be, I'm not picking up on how that will be, but it will be one of those situations where you're literally like, you bump into one another or you see one another, there is some sort of connection. He comes over, or you get bumped, you bump into each other. It feels like literally you touch and there's like a kind of moment, and the two of you lock eyes and something changes. Karmic relationship for sure. This is karmic. This is what is meant to come, what is meant to occur. And it will be slow. It will be very slow, but that is perfect because nobody needs to be speeding into this shit. You know, I think so much of our problems when it comes to romance, when it comes to expectations, is we want things right just now. And every time we want things right just now, it doesn't live up to the thing that we wanted in our head. So allow it to go the speed that it's meant to go. Allow it to just kind of happen the way that it's going to happen. It's going to come in. It's going to be really intense, and it's going to go very slowly because he wants to make sure of his stability as well as you wanting to make sure of your own. So this is divine timing. I feel summer, Cancer season, even July, is what I'm picking up. July, maybe even Leo season, so August. So like towards that end is what I'm feeling for you, okay? You know, just keep positive. Know that this is coming. This is what's on the way to you. All right, my dear. I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
So it's actually kind of funny because one of our Australian friends made
I love how we have so many Australian and New Zealand friends. It's so cool.
Yes. Kai wrote, "Yay, Ace of Swords for my birthday. LOL, I'm a Leo."
Ah, well, there you go. I mean, you already know, my Leo friend, that the sun revolves around you in one way or another, and that right now you are facing rebuild mode. This is a moment of restructuring. So the more that you lean into that, the more that you embrace it and accept it, the easier everything else becomes. And knowing that the universe will provide when it is ready. I mean, you're the Leo, you know, it's not something that you can just blam expect to fall into your lap, because every time that happens, it's never the right person. It's never the right situation. It's always like weird. So just allow it to flow naturally to this person, for this person to come into your world naturally, and you're going to be so much happier with the results. Okay? So glad to see you guys. This is so much fun. I love doing this. I miss this. This feels good.
And then this is the most interesting thing, because at the very beginning of our video, one of our Australian friends came in and, you know, said, how many animals did Moses take on the ark? And we totally got
bamboozled
because it wasn't Moses, it was Noah. And
I didn't really subscribe too much to that religion, to be fair.
But we all know we all know the story. But it's and what is really funny though is that literally, I'm not sure if this person was in the room when that happened at the first like 10 minutes of the broadcast. But literally, a person named Noah has come on and said, liked and shared, "My name is Noah." So,
wow. Okay, so is that like a sign? I think that's probably a sign.
I think that means that you need to maybe pay attention more, you know?
Probably. Yeah, you're probably right.
When we talk about what we don't subscribe to.
I don't subscribe to paying attention. You're right.
I think that ultimately,
I should do that. Don't forget, guys, share this. If you are enjoying this, please share it. We want to get as many people in this room as possible. We want to fill it up. We want this to be a thing that is a full community. So if you are enjoying this, please share. It really does help, and it's been so great to come back and be with you guys. So please make sure to share and you know, give us kudos if you're enjoying this, because you know, that's what we're doing it for.
And you know, I think that's awesome.
That is even super funny.
Regardless of what you subscribe to.
Yeah.
Like, it subscribes to you back.
Okay, interesting fact about the name Noah. So I don't really know if this is going to be interesting to anyone else, but back when I was getting a guide dog at Leader Dogs for the Blind in Michigan, we were told that they specifically do not name any of their dogs Noah. You want to know why? So if you were to say Noah, you would be partly saying the word no. So you can't give a command that is like, Noah, don't sit there, because you're saying in the inflection no. So you can't actually, it's not a good idea to name a guide dog Noah. I don't know if that's interesting to you at all, but it's just a random farting fact that came through my brain and wanted to splurt out to you. So now you know that. Now you can never unknow that, Noah. You know that now forever. No. You know you know it.
Hey, so no as in
No.
no, but no as
Yep.
in Know.
Yeah.
That is an extremely cool name.
I do
And
like
this
it.
person's name is actually spelled a little bit differently from the biblical. This
Okay.
is hang on one second. Let me pull that back up. I have such a limited view on what I can scroll up and down on here. I wish there was a better way for moderators
Yeah.
to be able to handle the comments other than like a standard screen.
Give it time, it'll eventually be a thing.
It's NOHA. So not actually
No, I like that.
too.
That's really intriguing for sure.
So Noah shared.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing that. So they said, "Can I have a reading, please? Any message that comes through to me for me. Thank you,
Lisa. Let's see what's
meet Noah.
Did you say? Oh, I thought you said Lisa.
No.
Yeah, that was really confusing. Okay, Noah.
Sorry,
Noah, my dear. Let's see. I'm gonna choose a different deck for you. Let's see what's going on with the chakra deck. Lion card. All right. Flying Wisdom says, what does that say?
dissipating. So here's this is a really interesting picture because it's dissipating. It has a picture of an older lady with a canary, and she's watching TV in like her little house. Looks like that's her retirement place where she's retiring. And on the TV screen, there's like a detective looking at. Hang on one second. He's looking at a map. So dissipating.
Interesting.
I would interpret this as, if we're talking about a general, I would say it's time to, in general, if there's something that you've been stressing out about, or something that you've been looking at over and over and over and over again, I think it's time to just sit back and relax. Like, the energy and the intensity of what you're feeling will be dissipating soon. Like, look at this lady. She's chilling. She's just enjoying what's going to be happening next in her life. And in our lives, in our day-to-day lives, things can get really intense, and it feels like something will never dissipate. We work all of the time, and we come home, and we're not able to digest and mentally go through all of the motions of what it would take for us to be able to really address everything that we're feeling. And sometimes you just need to have the faith to know that sometimes it will dissipate.
I'm picking up that there's also something specifically that is starting to get better. That is starting to ebb a little bit. I feel like you've been deeply disappointed by something that you were going after that was really big in your life that you thought was going to be the answer. And I think a lot of where your stress is coming from has to do with the fact that it hasn't completely, you haven't been able to fully compartmentalize it in your mind as to letting it go versus it still lingering. So you've got this energy of, everything is for naught, and you're not seeing the bigger picture, which is the silver lining. You're not seeing the open window that this tragedy, that this calamity has caused. And I think that you've got your solar plexus chakra really severely activated right now, sincerely activated right now. I definitely feel like there's a sense of you hiding. There's a sense of you kind of wearing a mask, saying that you're okay when you're really not okay. Which we all do. We all tend to go there. There's a need to separate yourself from what you feel, and what you've been thinking lately has been the end all, okay? Because it hasn't been. I mean, it has in one respect, because a lot of things had to be changed, a lot of things had to go, a lot of things had to be eliminated from your life. But in so doing, that is opening a whole new window. Instead of seeing all that has gone wrong, start looking around at all the things that are going right. Start having real real gratitude, and you'll start seeing more of these opportunities. Right now, things are kind of in a nebulous, kind of chaotic, unfavorable state. But that's not a forever state of mind. It is a current moment of where you're at. This is ever changing if you want it to. So I think it's time to change up the perspective. We're seeing things from the mind's point of view, which is very negative, which is very toxic. It's time to see things from the heart's point of view. Start seeing things from the third eye point of view. And you'll definitely start feeling a lot better from that point. Okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're with us. I do hope that things start to kind of unfold more, and they will, especially because we just had our new moon on the 9th, 10th, if you're not in the US. So I do think it's just a matter of time. Things are going to be starting to move up, and expect, I would say probably a pretty intense full moon for you, 24th, 25th. The last quarter of this month is going to be, it's going to be a big one. Lots of transformation, lots of letting things go. Decide to let it go. Let it go. Let that shit go. Stop holding on to the boulder of the past, and stop holding on to the boulder of the future. Be present in this moment, and you will find peace, because you're always going to find that you are in the now. You are in this moment, and there's nothing that changes from this moment. The more that you disconnect from your brain, it's going to be easier. Okay? All right, my dear. Thank you for being here. And who else are we helping tonight?
All right. So I think that there's something that we need to tell Marky, because Marky's back.
Hey, Marky.
Marky
Glad you're here.
Says hi, I'm back.
Hey, Marky
Good
Poo.
to see you. It's always good to see somebody, like a repeated face. Like it's nice, just like we were saying earlier. Like it's nice to see people continue to come back. Like part of the reason why we're here is we're trying to, we want to build relationships with the people that are here. We want to help. Like we want to be here, and so it's really awesome seeing people come back. So it's awesome.
Glad you're
to see
back.
her.
Yes.
She
Hope
said,
you're doing well. Hope the baby's doing well.
So she said, and I think that you and I both want to give her a message, but I want to read to you what she wrote. She said, hi, I'm back. She said, this is so hard. Will he come around to his child? Will things get better? I want him to hurt. And I know that we've pulled cards on this before, and I know that we both have we've talked to people before about asking a question more than once with tarot, and I know that you can feel it right now, and we can both feel how you feel right now. That's not even at all what is in question here, and that's why you ask a question to the tarot, or somebody who you have trust in, to be able to work through those feelings. But I think I think Lyra has something to say about kind of what I'm getting around to. So go ahead.
Marky love, I'm glad you're here. We are glad you're here. Energetically, things are really painful for you right now. It's like everything is like life or death. That's what it feels like. It's because the intensity of the hormones. It's also the intensity of this year. the age of Aquarius. I mean, God, you name it. It's pretty much everything kind of thrown your way right now to deal with this bigger issue. And I think the hardest thing about this is that you are denying your throat chakra, which feels very blocked right now, feels very stuck. You don't feel like you have your voice. You don't feel like you've been able to say the things that need to be said.
Which is why she just said, he can't just sit back and get away with this. This is not okay. This is about to be his child.
You have to understand that going down this route means that you are going to do it solo. There is no him. There is no connection. There is no anything. Okay? I think that that's going to be the hardest thing for you to connect with and for you to understand is that where you are with him is only going to get more tumultuous. It's only going to get more chaotic. It's only going to lead to legal issues. You are likely to go for child support. You are likely, to not, he's probably not even going to request visitation. This is not someone who wants to be involved because he is already involved with someone else. He doesn't want to, he got involved with her because he wanted a lifeboat. He is a lifeboat type of guy. And I know this personally. Yeah, I've dealt with the lifeboat men, the lifeboat man, the type of man who uses women as the lifeboat. And what you're seeing in front of you is exactly that. He may say things that seem kind in the moment, but I think that at this point you need to start looking at the situation from a legal point of view. From a, you know, does this thing that I'm saying to him or texting to him look favorable to me in court? Is the judge going to be favorable to me if they see this text message? Should I refrain from saying this horrible, shitty thing that would feel so good to say? But should I refrain from that? Yes. Okay. So I think that we really need to start pulling back some of our emotions, pulling back, some of the harder truths here because we can't give in. We can't give in. Where you are with him is only going to get worse. The more that you start protecting yourself now, the better things are going to be for you because I ultimately see you going for, sole custody because he's not going to be interested, which I think is necessary. And I also see you going for or maybe not full custody or sole custody, but maybe full custody, so you can get child support because he is not going to be involved. He's not going to be involved. It's solely you. It's only you. I don't even have to pull cards. It's only you. And I know that your heart chakra is super blocked right now. Your third eye feels very clouded as well. You're struggling to identify whether or not your intuition is correct versus your brain telling you, that you're not right or that things are not right or that, yes, maybe there's a chance. Your brain is tricking you into this idea, this dream over and over and over again, this Piscean type experience where you keep falling into this delusional thinking where things may be better, but they're not gonna be. So the more that you snap out of it and the more that you realize that this is not gonna change and cut yourself off emotionally from the situation. If you need to vent to someone else outside of the situation, vent to a therapist, talk to someone who can really be there in the moments of all this craziness for you because you're not ever gonna change him. You're not ever going to get support from him. You are a lone wolf in this entire equation. And that is where you stand with him. So it's time now for you to take your power back in this situation and stop giving it away to him. The more you give it away, the harder this whole thing becomes. And I am 100% speaking from personal experience. So I'm telling you, please just get your power back. You can't do anything else. Okay? Marky, my heart goes out to you because I totally get it. It's not easy. It sucks. It's hard. It's really draining. It's really emotional and it makes you feel crazy. It makes you feel insane because you're like, you were just this one way. You were just treating me so kindly and so nicely and you were just acting like everything was fine and that you would be there and now you're not going to be there. All of those things that you said are bullshit. It sucks. It really sucks because now then you have to go back and retrust yourself, because you were denying your intuition the whole way through because you wanted to believe in what he said, and it's just not believable, unfortunately. So that's where you're at right now. Is finding you within all that crap, and it's not easy.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head. I think the hardest part is being able to, really trust your intuition after that, because people they can really make you feel like they care in the moment. And it's so
It's
something,
so
it's
venomous
real.
and
It's real though,
treacherous.
because in that moment,
Yeah.
even I can't speak for this person, but a lot of times the people who end up hurting you the worst, they mean it in that moment, which is why it feels real.
Absolutely.
They, say things like, I care about you, I love you, and it's in those moments that they actually they think that they mean it too. And and when things,
and then when shit escalates,
and
it's
yeah,
and then when push comes to shove and action is needed, suddenly action doesn't happen, and you're like, well,
yeah. And that's, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that it can really hurt your relationship with your intuition, but just know that it's not anything wrong inherently with the internal compass of what you've got going on in your heart and how you perceive everything around you. It's that those things, you look back on it and you say, that was all a lie. Everything that the person said, or all of the energy that they put forth towards me, that made me feel like I was going to be taken care of, or that everything was going to be okay. I was lied to, and you look back and you, how could I have been so blind? It's not about that. It's about the energy and the frequency that was given to you at that time. That was truth to them. Or maybe there was even like a lofty ideal of, yeah, everything is maybe I will change. Maybe I will rise up to the occasion in this situation.
It's that higher self that wants more,
wants it.
but then met with action and it just falls to shit, and that sucks. It's like the hardest part. It's like, I believed in what you could be, and you believed in what you could be, and then, all of that seems so real, but then it comes down to it, and it's like, it was real, none of it's true, none of it, you're not growing, you're not changing, you're not becoming, and here we are again. It's really tough. So I think you really need to look at his actions. Okay, actions are going to speak louder than words. And if the actions do not align with the words, then there's your truth. Men are much more physical. They will show what they mean through physicality. And if he's not presenting, if he's not giving you those things, then you should accept where things are at, and start planning for that type of future.
She wrote, he doesn't care.
Yeah. He wishes he could. He does. I think, but that's as far as it goes. He wishes he could, but he can't because he already has stability, so he doesn't need to fight for it anymore. So it's going to be you lone wolfing it, fighting it for yourself and for your child.
I think now it would be, so we feel for you.
Yeah.
Like this is not something
Not
to
a
be
simple situation.
taken lightly. So we will, as always, we'll be keeping you in our thoughts, and strength is a challenging thing to tap into, but I know that you're gonna be able to do it.
Absolutely. It's just it's literally all this strength that you don't even realize that you have. This like right below the surface. It's right there. You can tap into it if you want to. But I think the scary thing is getting around your brain that tells you that you can't do it alone, or that you're not enough, or that you need him, or oh my God, all these fears. So if you keep believing in those fears, then yeah, they're gonna become true. You're not gonna be able to do it alone. You're gonna fail. You're gonna struggle. It's gonna be horrible. So it is about perspective, especially now. when you think about it, all of the energy that you have right now is being transferred to the baby. What kind of energy do you want to have? Do you want to have strength, or do you want to be the victor, or do you want to be the vanquished? It's about deciding how you want to transfer this energy that you're feeling into this new vessel, because it is picking up all the things you're feeling and thinking and experiencing. So start with that. Let go of everything that he can't be and acknowledge everything that your baby can be. Okay? Because that's where you're at right now. Grow from there. Create. Decide for more. And you can do that. You're completely capable. I know that of you. So don't hold on to the fear anymore, because it is heavy shit and you don't need to do that. Be present in the now, and you'll find that you have much more power than you ever realized. It's sitting right there. It's sitting right there for you to grab. Grab it, be a part of it, live it, and give new experiences that are beautiful and wonderful to your unborn child. That's it. That's what we do. All right, if he's going to be a shithead, not be a part of it, fuck him. Be a part of your own child's life and development, and no longer stress. Don't have this worry. Don't bring on this anxiety. Everything you feel, your child feels. So feel the good things that are all around you. Remind yourself of like 10 amazing things a day, that you're grateful for, that you're happy that you have in your life. And talk to your baby. Talk to your baby. That's what I recommend. All right, Marky, we are so glad that you're here with us. We'll see you again next time, and we'll talk then. All right?
How are you feeling? You want to do, looks like it slowed down a little bit. I was about to ask the room, the Facebook room, because it looks like YouTube's not,
YouTube didn't really do much, but
do
that's
too
okay.
much.
That's
There
like
was
the
one
first
person
time.
who said hello, and then they left the room. But there are a couple of people. Courtney was watching for the first time.
Hey, Courtney.
Hey, Courtney.
Thanks for
It's been a few
joining.
minutes since you said that. Just want to check in to see if you're still here. Monica Jane said that they're here for the first time.
Hey, Monica Jane. Love your name. That's a cool name.
Thank you for being here.
Ooh, you're recovering right now. Lots of energy going on for you. Looks like you've been through a lot.
Shimi says hello.
Hey, Shimi.
So I just wanted to see, I just wanted to check in and see if anyone else is still in the room on Facebook, because we, sometimes.
If not, we are going to switch over to TikTok. If you are interested in more free readings, we're going to do some more tonight on TikTok at Tarot with Lyra Moon. You can find us there. You should see our logo that pops up as the main image. And I think it's also pinned to the top of the comments, I believe, right? That was the ultimate goal. So anyway, if you're looking for more free readings, we're going to be on there later after this, after we snack.
So we've got two people, we've got three people that are still here. All right,
hey.
Cool, just checking in.
Okay,
Kathy says I'm here. This is Kathy Melodio.
Hey, Kathy.
And then we've got Monica still here. She says,
Rock
I'm
on.
here, sweetheart. And Shimmy says, I'm here. So let's grab these last three
Yeah,
people
guys, go ahead and shoot some questions.
We,
it is the Lunar New Year, and it is a great time to kind of look into your luck. If you're interested, wear the color red. It's very powerful. It brings in good fortune. This is the year of the dragon, y'all. So we're going to be more assertive this year. We're going to be feeling more, into our leadership skills. So let's see what we got.
Tavia has been here for a while now. She's been hanging out here on the page for about 20-30 minutes now.
Ooh, okay, thank you.
I wrote down your question. Will his name is Will E. Will they move forward and be in a relationship?
All right, Tavia, let's see.
This
table is really slippery. I keep dropping the cards. I think I've done it like 4 or 5 times now. They just keep falling down.
Scooch over just a tiny bit.
Get some cards.
All right, next time tablecloth.
Yeah.
Because this table is, I would call it like speedy. It's like a fast table. Because when you try to shuffle,
I need to like specifically do it like up here, but it's harder to do because there's so many cameras and
she said
things.
His name is E. Okay. Sorry. So maybe it said like Will and it was like an incomplete sentence. So his name is E.
Okay.
Alright, so Are Tavia and E, are they going to move forward and be in a relationship?
Okay. Tavia and E. This is an unfortunate one because you already know the answer to it. I think that you guys are stuck. You're definitely stuck where you're at right now. And you're dealing with a man who doesn't commit fully. He doesn't give you the full aspect, the full range of his emotional capabilities. And the problem is he makes a lot of promises that end up going that end up becoming empty. You know, there's just not a lot of weight to what he says, not a lot of substance here. I think that where you guys are at is where you're likely to stay. There's no permanence here. There's complete instability. There's so much rockiness. There's a refusal to grow up. There's a refusal to change, and there's not enough here to create stability. I mean, you've got 2 10s here, so I think that this is going to end, become something new, transform into something better. I think that the sooner you let go of this weirdness, because this is just a really weird situation between the two of you, the sooner that you'll find the aspect of more that you're looking for from this relationship. I'm sorry, from a new relationship that comes in. So I see that there's a partner that's waiting for you, but you have to let go of this dynamic with E, because he's not looking for anything stable whatsoever. He's just interested in the flow of how things go right now. There's not a whole lot of wanting to make things more permanent, unfortunately. But again, you know, one tower falls and another one gets to be rebuilt exactly how we want it to be rebuilt, which means that this new divine masculine energy that comes in is so much more significant, is so much more tailored to the things that you want. So you have to understand that you have way more power here than you realize. You know, he seems to hold all the power, which is really funny because you are the one that holds all the power. You can decide that you are not going to call him. You decide that you are not going to text him. You decide that you want what you want, and that, you know, the things that you're not getting are not enough. So this is about you taking your power back. Absolutely. Okay, so no more giving it away to someone who doesn't deserve it. No, 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 no. We don't need to do that. That's lame. Let's move on from that. Let's get our power back and realize where we stand, because we stand a shizload firmer than where he does. Let's just leave it at that. You know, you've got a lot more power here, and he will miss you when you're gone, but he is not the one. He is just a momentary bloop on the map. Okay. All right. I hope that helped, my dear. Who are we doing next?
Hang on 1 second. I just want to let everybody know in the room, if you have a question about anything relationship-wise, or if you're asking about anything other than yourself, if it comes to an interpersonal relationship between you and someone else, whether or not it's actual a relationship, or if, you know, it's any sort of, like, if it's your boss, or if you're asking any sort of question that involves another person, we need at least maybe
some sort of
first
defining marker.
Maybe their first name, or just like our last reading, you know, maybe the first initial of them, and their zodiac would be very helpful, because honestly, without those things, we can't give you as helpful of a reading.
It's not as tailored. So if you can volunteer a name, or like just something that like defines that person in some sort of way, that would be much more helpful.
But in the meantime, we're gonna take Shim. So Shim's still here.
Hey, Shim.
And Shim said, may I know a connection between me and my ex, please? Both Leo.
Ooh. Yeah, the sun burns out the sun. A lot of intense energy there, because, I mean, you guys can be really great for one another, but at the same time, it's hard to share the stage with someone that is that expects the stage to be shared at all times. That can be pretty intense. All right, let's see. Just random general energies between the two of you, right?
It's a connection between me and my ex. So they used to date. They're both Leo. So trying to figure out what's going on, like, in the moment.
Well, I mean, Leo energy.
Oh.
You know,
I like it when the deck is snarky.
Yeah, the deck
like,
likes to be a sassy hoe.
When you're actually asking a more intense question and you want more, and then the deck is like, oh,
you want more?
Leo
Let
and
me
Leo?
find that for
oh,
you.
Here, the answer is Leo, and it's like,
Yeah.
Sometimes spirit likes to be snarky.
Yeah, it's just really funny because your spirit guides are like, ha. All right, so seriously, this is the strength that you guys have within. You guys have a dynamic connection. This is not something that's ever going to change, okay? The connection between the two of you revolves around the sun. I mean, revolves around your energy source. I think the two of you will still connect in other ways, especially in the future. This is not something that is going to just go away or disappear. You two guide one another in a way that you haven't really experienced with anyone else. He hasn't experienced with anyone else. This is karmic. Feels like it's karmic. It's so weird. I smell cigarette smoke. There's picking. Okay, so nicotine would be. It's it's like an addiction, but it's almost like a healthy one. Like it's a meant to be sort of like connection. One that comes with lessons and stuff like that, but you guys are still really meant to learn from one another. Cutting through the crap and getting straight to the point, I think, is the best form of communication for the two of you. Not dancing around any sort of issue, but just cutting straight to it, saying, hey, this is the thing that I want to talk about, this is the thing that we need to discuss. I don't think that you have left his mind or he has left yours. You guys are connected in one way or another, and that's not going to change, because neither of you want it to change. There's more here. There's definitely more here, and it's going to continue to blossom over this next year. But I think the most that you can do is be straightforward about what it is that you want. The more honest you are, the more honest he'll be. And the sooner you guys can get over your shit and get back together, okay? It's really not that far away. Honesty. Honesty is going to be your best policy. For sure.
We're gonna grab the other two that we said that we were going to, but I just want to let you know Marvin Johnson just
Hey,
jumped in.
Marvin, it's
said,
so great to
"Hello.
see you.
How are you doing, Mrs. Lyra?"
I'm doing well. It's so nice to see you, and I hope you are doing well and thriving. Awesome to see you. Yeah, definitely. Okay, who are we doing?
So, Kathy.
All right, Kathy.
So I was asking about zodiac signs, and so that we could get a little more
detailed
here. And then we're gonna do Kathy, and we're gonna do Monica, and then we'll grab Marvin, and then we'll take a quick break and head over to TikTok. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. So if you guys want more free readings, don't forget to go to TikTok, tarotwithlyramoon.com. We're going to be there next after we get some food because we're hungry. But we'll be there too tonight in a little bit. So don't forget to check that out. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And please make sure to share. That's really helpful for us. Okay, what are we doing?
So we're going to grab Kathy. So she's been seeing someone. She just wants to know, how will this go with Lou? And he's a Scorpio. And we're going to grab Monica next.
Okay.
She just responded with some more details.
Is it MC?
Pardon me?
What's the last name for Monica?
Jane.
Jane, okay.
Jain.
Okay.
She said she shared. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Really
Appreciate it. This is a promising energy, Kathy. Okay, Lou is a sweetheart. He is a really sweet guy. I think that, his wisdom, the things that he's gone through really make him this kind of wonderful guy to lean on and to get to know and to dive into. I see a lot of potential here. Okay, this is good energy. This is being very grounded. This is being excited to be within this connection. I think that a lot can grow here. A lot has the propensity to become something more. Okay. This is the beginning of something really great. So go slow, enjoy the journey, and be honest. I think that's the number one thing I can say for all of us is like, we get so wrapped up in the fear of our mind that we don't tell the person how we really feel or what we're really thinking. Cut the bullshit, cut it all down, and just say what you really mean and how you really feel. Talk about the you that is the you, and don't be afraid to let that part of yourself out, because the more that you are open and honest, the deeper this connection can become, and it's going to be a really great one. So enjoy this journey. Yeah. You got a real winner there, Kathy. I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you have someone that you really connect to. It's great when you have someone that really gets your values. And that's where you're at right now, is someone who understands, appreciates, and encourages your values. So keep on keeping on. Keep on dating, and let me know when you guys get married, because that would be super cool.
Well, it's extra funny that you say that, because one of her first questions, because she's been asking this question for a while now up in the comments, and her question originally, because I went with her second one, because she's been waiting patiently. Her very first one in the comments was, will anyone propose to me on Valentine's Day? So the fact that you even said that, I wasn't even going to tell you that.
I'm not going to tell you that either. Yeah, it's looking pretty great. It's looking pretty great, but I'm not going to say anything. You didn't hear anything from me.
Right.
Happy for you, Kathy.
I'm just going to write back to Apexa. And so I just wrote this back. She's new here.
Hey, Apexa.
I just wrote back that right now we're just finishing up here on Facebook, and we're gonna
be popping over to TikTok after we grab some grub, and we'll be doing some more free readings there. So if you're interested, and if you've already had a reading here, that's totally fine. You can get another question on TikTok. We're just trying to expand. So if you're interested, make sure to follow us on Tarot with Lyra Moon on TikTok. Okay, find us there. You'll see our the hell is it called? What's that thing called?
What was that? Sorry, I was reading comments.
It's not the brand, it's the icon, it's the logo. You'll see you'll see our logo there on TikTok. We have a couple of different channels there. So Tarot with Lyra Moon, it's going to be the one that we'll be broadcasting from in like maybe 20 or so minutes. So go on there and check it out. We'll be there. You can get another free reading if you're interested.
It's just says, I'm a girl. Sorry, did we use the wrong pronoun? I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure.
I'm not sure. If we did, sorry.
So we're just gonna grab real quick. So we grabbed Monica. We got Kim. So and we got Kathy. So last we're gonna do Marvin real quick.
All right, Marvin.
Over to the next
what do we got?
This next thing here. Let me just real quick.
Bum, 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 dun, dun, dun. Boo, 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 do, do, do.
We got a scammer just coming on. Let me just ban them
scanner.
So it's extra funny too, because when they say, like on the actual thing, it says, send me a friend request or inbox me right now for an accurate reading.
Right now.
And then it says, because I feel a strong energy and stay away from scammers. It says it on there.
It says that?
That's really funny when a scammer is like, beware of scammers. beware of people such as myself.
Yeah,
so,
that's
you know.
hilarious.
So we're just gonna
Boy.
make sure that they're taken
Toodle
care of
poodles.
here. So yeah, everybody who's and also I want to let you know that
Everybody goes kung fu fighting.
they've all been banned now.
Bye bye.
And also Donna jumped in and just said hello.
Hi,
She's
Donna.
Here. Hey,
I'm
Donna.
glad you're here.
We are always happy to see you. We always want to see you here. Always.
Always.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%.
100%. Glad you're still here. Glad you're still fighting.
We always want to see you here. 100%. So last we're gonna grab Marvin. He said just a general.
All right, Marvin, let's see what's going on with you. And guys, don't forget, if you're still looking for a free reading or if you want a second free reading, come over to TikTok, Tarot with Lyra Moon. I'm just going to say it one more time. Come over there and we're going to be going on in like 20-30 minutes with more readings because we want to. We want to keep doing this. And if you've already gotten a reading here, who cares? Just come over and get another one. I don't give a care. Let's do this. Let's just keep talking. Let's keep making connections. All right, Marvin, what you need to know. Ooh. I love it when the tarot is awesomely awesome. All right, Marvin, you, my dear, you know all that success and praise and, you know, acclaim that you've been secretly hoping would come your way in some sort of big epic fashion. Well, that's what's coming to you. That is what you have in store for you this year. You have success. You have acclaim. You've been working your butt off for so long, and now it's coming to a point of getting to experience the good that happens when you do that. Okay, you've got a whole rise to fame in the way that is specifically matched to your career, right? I mean, I'm not saying that you're gonna go and become like famous, but with what you do, with the people that you know, with the people that you work with the people that you work for, these people, something about a new project or a project that is finishing becomes so powerful because of what would that be? It'd be the influence of the people that that have helped you, that you've helped. Okay, they help you in some major way. They do something that allows you to grow in some really fantastic way. I see a lot of success here. I know the things that you've been reaching for have been feeling like they're impossible to obtain. They're impossible to get. That you're just not going to get it. But this is a different year. And I'm telling you that the best way that you can continue to achieve and you can continue to manifest these positive things for yourself is to let go of the doubt and the negativity that the brain produces telling you that you can't or that things are not going to work out or these, you know, you have fear over this or fear over that or like whatever the heck happens and comes in. This is all just a part of, you know, the process. The more that you overcome those anxieties, the stronger the good comes in. And the more that the good comes in, you know, the higher your frequency becomes. So it's about your perspective. It's about how you view this. And the more that you put positive energy towards it and you let go of the negative, the stronger this all becomes. And the more the good comes in. So maintain a positive perspective on things that may be ending that are rough and tumultuous. Know that those heavy, uncomfortable things are making room for some pretty awesome new experiences. Okay, we got a lot coming in, a lot of good coming in. You're the dragon, so we've got a lot of good fortune, a lot of good luck. It's gonna be exciting. I am excited for you. I can't wait to see what all you end up coming up with. You might even create something entirely new that you had no idea you were capable of. I see that too. All right.
We've got one last person.
Okay.
So,
one last person before we head to TikTok in a little bit.
Yep.
All right.
So next is gonna be Monica.
All right, Monica.
Hang on 1 second. This thing is doing weird stuff here. Monica says, let me scroll back up here.
Oh, excuse me.
Does Mohit still miss me and care for me? Like we are not in contact from long. My zodiac sign is Libra.
Okay. Let's see. What was the name again? What was his name?
Mohit.
Okay.
Mohit.
Mohit. All right, Monica, thanks for being here. Let's take a look at what's going on for you. There's another chance here. There's another chance here, but it's plagued with a lot of bitterness, and I see that this chance of fixing things does come into play. It does become part of your conversation with him, but it is not one that you will be happy with the choice of making. If you do decide to go back in this direction, the things that pulled you apart will still be there, and they'll be much bigger, much harder to overcome, much less able to be discussed. I feel like the problems that exist, you can't even discuss in general. You can't converse about. You can't say, the doing this made me feel this way. It's accepting silence in a pretty big way. So I think going backwards means becoming complacent and accepting stagnation as the typical frequency between the two of you. Unfortunately, I mean, we've got the 5 of Pentacles reversed, we've got the Page of Swords reversed, and an ability to communicate, an ability for stability. And then we got the Chariot reversing. Slow down, don't go forward. This is a chaotic conundrum, and the more that you choose yourself in this situation, the more that you're ultimately going to win here, because I think if you choose to go backwards, you'll be kind of put in a box. It's going to be a really tight space, hard to breathe. I think it's time to let go, accept things as they are, move on. Don't go backwards. Backwards is going to lead to a lot of discomfort and pain overall. Okay. Unfortunately, I wish I could tell you something different, but it looks pretty intense. Like, you just can't say the things that are wrong. And if you can't say the things that are wrong, then you're just going to be left with just a whole lot of further discomfort and craziness, crazy making. It's crazy making when you feel so bottled up that you can't say the things that are valuable to you, when you can't say the things that matter. It comes out in other ways. It's still going to come out. It comes out in anger. It comes out in destruction. It comes out in self-destruction. You could do things to yourself you never thought that you could do because you're in this position. So it's a tough one to be in, but I think ultimately it's about freedom. You want to choose the route that feels more painful is always the one that we are being asked to go down, which is, choosing yourself. Choosing yourself is going to be the most important, direction that you can go in here. All right, my dear. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. We do truly appreciate all of your guys' support for our page. It's been wonderful. And if you're interested in more free readings, don't forget to check us out on Tarot with Lyra Moon on YouTube, as well as TikTok. We should be on there in 30 or so minutes for more live readings, so you can come and ask a follow-up question if you'd like. And we will see you guys there. Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful evening. Blessed be, and happy Lunar New Year, everyone. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Bye for now.